I'm going to break down the best settings in Overwatch 2. Normally with these videos they do very well. Like, I'm not the greatest of players, I'm a high master player, so I'm not good. I'm decent. But you guys seem to love the settings and they seem to work for you, so I'm going to do an updated one, in-depth guide on Overwatch 2. Normally I just throw my settings and say use this. But what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be giving you my advice and breaking down what each setting actually does, so you understand why the setting is what it is. So if you're one of those people that want to just skip to the end, have no idea why my settings are the reason they are, and not actually listen to the advice, you can go ahead, but I wouldn't recommend doing that, and I would recommend watching the entire video. So as you can see on the screen right now, I'm not showing all my settings, they're all on 0 because I'm going to go in depth. Like I said, just skip to the end if you don't want to listen to this, but I suggest you do. There are 3 aim techniques to start off with. The 2 that I would recommend playing are either dual zone or linear ramp. So right now I'm using dual zone with 0 settings. So what dual zone does is it takes a brief amount of time before you reach your full speed. So for example, if you shoot an enemy at close range, it makes you more accurate because you turn left and right slower, and it takes time to actually input your full sensitivity, if that makes sense. So it's easier to aim with dual zone, and it's the one that I use. And then the second option you have is linear ramp, where there is no slowdown, so your input is basically really quick. Obviously I'm using 0 sensitivity to show you, but like, I don't know how to explain it. It means that there's no slowdown input when turning left and right. If you can master linear ramp, it is much better. But if you're new to games and you want aim, I play on dual zone. So that is aim technique covered. I would recommend dual zone, and that's what I play on, but you can try linear ramp. Sensitivity, I bumped these both to 100 with dual zone. Reason why is because this doesn't actually dictate really how quick you turn. I'll get into that later in the video, but I would recommend 100. If you're not comfortable and it's too quick, I recommend turning it down a bit, but I wouldn't go below the 60-70% with dual zone. Aim, assist, strength. Some people like to tweak it down to 95, 90, maybe to look cool, I don't know. I would recommend keeping the aim, assist, strength on 100%. There's no reason to not have this on 100%. You're on a controller, you need all the advantage that you are gonna get. Aim assist window size. Let me explain what this actually means. So if we have the aim assist window size 100%, it means when you look near a target, the aim assist kicks in. For example, I'll turn left, the aim assist kicks in about here with 100%. So you could imagine 0% would mean it won't kick in until you're actually on a target. So if you're accurate, mastering a lower window size is better. Now, I would recommend, if you're new to the game, around 90 to 100%. But when it comes to window size, I like to use 50%. For example, if there's like loads of enemies gathered, it might lock you onto the wrong target, and I'm very accurate with soldier and characters anyway, so 50% for me, so it locks in about here instead of over here, is just better for me. So I use 50%, but I would recommend you try it out and see what's comfortable for you. Aim assist legacy mode with dual zone, you want this off. So the aim assist ease in, I don't know how to explain this, but having it below 50% is not good, because when a moving target is moving really quickly, it will be hard to aim because the aim ease in is slower, if that makes sense. So the lower you have the aim assist ease in is the more aim assist aim ease in you're going to get. You don't want this below 50 because too much will make your aim so just like you won't be able to aim because things are moving too quickly in your face. So I would recommend anywhere between 50 to 100%. I play on 50, the default, but you could bump this up to maybe 60, 70, whatever you want to feel comfortable with. Next then is the aim smoothing. So this is actually what dictates your sensitivity. So this is what it looks like with 100% aim smoothing. You know, you can see it starts off slow and gets faster. But if this is too slow, you can just bump it down to like 90%. And as you can see, it's much quicker. So this actually dictates how quick you turn. But I keep this on 100% because I like to aim and be accurate. Next thing we're going to talk about is the aim ease in. Now this is like a little secret. This is like a little secret I found to help. Aim ease in basically makes it easier to aim at long range because it eases in. So I have this on 3%. Just that 3% helps a lot. I wouldn't have it above 5%. You don't want to go higher than 5% because it won't be good. You can have it on 0 because that's also good as well. That's what I used to play in a lot. But 3% for me is what I find right because I can aim in and it eases in a bit quicker. As you can see. It eases in and aims onto them. Next you have invert look off, invert horizontal look off. I don't play inverted, so you might do vibration. I recommend this in all of my videos. You want this off because that throws off your aim. And the swap aim / legacy movement, I just keep that off because that's what's default. In terms of the reticle, I use Crosshair. I have the show accuracy on, the color on white, and you can copy these settings if you like this crosshair that you see in the video. They're completely there. Pause the video. Next are the binds. Now this is something I'm going to show you, but I wouldn't recommend because they are not good and won't be good for you guys. I use the left stick to jump, the right stick to jump, the left stick in for ability 1, and LB to crouch. I think those are the only buttons I really change. But I would not recommend these because I used to play stick and move on Call of Duty, and that's why they are, but they're not good, if that makes sense, because you'd have to get used to them. Over to accessibility. Camera shake, you want that reduced as much as you can. HUD shake, you're going to want that off, and then reduce menu movement, keep that off as well. Subtitles is dependent on what you want. So with all the settings attached, this is what it looked like in game. You know, it's not too fast, it's not too slow. I can aim pretty decent with the aimies in, it helps aim. Say like that. People tend to ask me what settings are for my individual heroes. Well, as of right now, I keep every hero default. So what the settings you just saw, I use for every character. Besides maybe, no, in fact, yeah, I do use them for literally every character. Just maybe for characters that don't require aim. So like Mercy, Brig, Moira. Characters that don't require aim, I'll drop the aim smoothing from 100, because you don't need to aim smoothly with them, to around 98, 97, so they just spin a bit quicker, because there's characters you don't need aim with. So yeah, like Brig, Mercy, just characters you don't need to be accurate with, I drop down the aim smoothing a tiny bit, which makes it you can move quicker. If you have any questions, then make sure to leave a comment down below, and drop a like, as that helps out the channel, and I'll be posting more Overwatch 2 console, trying to support the Overwatch 2 console community, because there's not a lot of console content creators out there, so I want to be one of them. So yeah, drop a like and peace.